Guys, welcome back to another Warframe grind video. Guys, this is the Slinger, and this is going to be a crazy Warframe grind video. This is going to be a total blast from the past. Several times over the years, people have said, what was it like playing Warframe when it first came out? And they're like, oh, I wish I could see it, this and that. Well, guess what? I actually videoed Warframe when it first came out. So a lot of this, I'm going to play a video, and if this goes over well, I have more than one. I have several videos. I even have mastery tests because... Well, I won't go into why I have mastery tests. But in this video, two things. For every weapon you had a mod on, you could not use that mod on another weapon. So if you had your, say you had, let's see, prime pressure point. Well, there was no prime pressure point. Say you had pressure point and you put it on one weapon, you'd have to get another pressure point and rank that up, just so you know. Okay. Also, this is just before I became a founder. So in this video, I say I'm not a founder, but like, I think the week after, my friend talked me into becoming a founder. So, yeah, so that's inaccurate. Also, this is 9 years ago, so have laughs. I know I sound like a little kid, and it's here for your entertainment. So, on with the clip. Hey guys, this is the Slinger, and this is Warframe. Today we're going to go over the stalker builds. Let me go in here real quick. Equip the hate. Just recently playing around back with the heat daggers. So yeah, I've got no mods on my hate. Let me go back in here. Take the mods off of... Yep, they're off. Good. Go back to the hate. Alright, so what we're going to do today is take a look at the stalker. Well, not the stalker. This is obviously Ash. But what we're going to look at is his weapons. The Despair, the Dread, and the Hate. We'll say they're pretty good weapons, guys. If you missed out on them, sorry. Still got a chance to get them. Although the stalker now drops mods, so it may be a little bit harder. I personally, in my foundry, will not get rid of my stalker blueprints, the mods, when I get them now, just for keepsake. Alright, so let's take a look at the Dread first. You might want to freeze it here. Start building your Dread around this. This is a really good Dread build. The only thing I've changed on this is because I have 2 more points. And this is V'd. I can actually fit that serration up the 3 points. So I do have a serration of 165 that I slap in there. But right now it's on my Ogress, because I'm not only using the Dread anymore. There's some talk about a stealth nerf that happened to the Dread of Way of the Thunderbolt, kind of, because they did take the Thunderbolt down to 30% chance to explode. Now it's really too bad. This was a total OP weapon, and it's still good. It's still a good weapon, but now they've it used to shoot super straight, and now it has a little bit of an arch. Not as bad as the Paris, but the Paris does have armor ignore, and that's why you're gonna see piercing hit all the way up on the Dread, because it does not have armor ignore. But it is still a great primary weapon, and that would be the build for that, except for the Serration being up to 165. But that's on my Ogress right now. I switch back and forth. Alright, let's go look at the Despair. The Despair, yeah, this is the Despair. Okay, the Despair I don't use anymore, I'll be honest with you. Since the Haiku have come out, I've totally built the Haiku to be a crazy OP weapon. I'll show you that in a minute, but this is the old build of the Despair. It could definitely be improved. I have 9 points left, 2 V polarities on there. So Hornet Strike would go up, and possibly Heated Charge, maybe take out Trick Mag and put in the new Lethal Torrent card. If, well, I'd have to probably polarize again more than once to get that in there. But that would be one way to go. I'll show you the Haiku build. It has been formatted, so you could also build your Despair like my Haiku. Let's go back in there and look at the Haiku, which is now my favorite secondary weapon. As you can see, 3 V polarities, Lethal Torrent, 1 from the top, Ice Storm. Some of these dual cards are excellent, some are not. The pistol ammo mutation I think is a must when you have Lethal Torrent and Gunslinger on there, because you will run out of ammo fast, but at least you can pick it up fast, so that does help. I play a lot of Zinni, so the Heated Charge is a given. Hornet Strike, you have to have Hornet Strike, people. Ice Storm, one of the better secondary dual mods out. Definitely got to have that on the newer secondary weapon. Barrel Diffusion, I really don't think it needs to be said, but who wouldn't want over twice the ammo? 120% multi-shot, but then added with the 50% multi-shot from Lethal Torrent, you're getting three rounds per shot sometimes, you know. I'm not going to do the math. I already figured it out before, and it was great. So that is a killer build. You could do that with the Despair right there, but you'd have to format it 1 more V. Let me go look at the Hate. The Hate has nothing on it because I just checked. But let's see. I'm not a real big Corpus killer, so focused energy and charge speed, I'm not real big on. Fury is a must. You have to have Fury. You'll notice none of this was formatted, but these Hates are pretty good just the way they are. Melee Channel, if you're lucky enough to get this card, it is a great card. Put it on there. 200% of energy used to bonus damage on next attack. So basically, you attack something and it'll save the bonus damage and use it against the next enemy. I'm big on Northwind. Let's see if I have a full out Northwind here. I've got one somewhat up. Alright, so Northwind, more than likely that was in there. 40%. Organ Shatter, another great card. Because why Organ Shatter? Critical damage 90%, not bad. Pressure Point, that's melee damage. It's a very great card. Reach, definitely want the Reach on there. It just makes that difference. 60%. Let me find the right Reach card here, if I've got one done up. I've got a lot of Reach cards. Yeah, the recent change, you know, I don't see a Reach card done up. Been getting a ton of Reach cards, and now I can't find the one that's modded up. No, it's in here. Alright, well, I'm going to throw a Reach on there, not modded up, but I know I have one modded up somewhere. And it's, you guys will probably see it before I will. But Reach is one, and I'd have that all the way up if you have the points. Rending Strike. That's a newer card. It's charge damage and armor piercing. Nice card. Definitely have that on there. That only leaves me 4 points, and that would be to bring up... Oh, wait a minute. I don't have armor piercing on here. I think I would change out the armor piercing. Let's see. Do I have an armor piercing type mod? Stun... Smite Grenier. You know, the Smite Grenier, Smite, you know, whatever cards, those are okay if you switch your cards out every time you play different factions. I don't. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna trade Molten Impact for that. There we go. And then you'd put the last 2 points on Reach. And that would be a great hate build. And the hate, the one thing about the hate is it's pretty forgiving. It's a good smash 'em up, slash 'em weapon. You don't have to have the perfect build with the hate, and it still performs really well. I'm gonna hit apply. There we go. So that would be my hate build. As for my Ash, guys, this has been formatted a lot, but there's a look at what I'm running with Ash right now. I think I'm a little bit high on the redirection because, you know, so many things can affect other than shields, you know. Yeah, so that might be changing in the future. But the Vigor card, great card. Fortitude, good card. There's Constitution is a great card too. I was thinking about doing something like that. What the heck. There we go. See how that works for a week. Alright guys, that's the Stalker builds that I have here. The Dread, one of my absolute favorite weapons with the Thunderbolt. That and the Ogress right now are my top dogs, and it's hard to run around with the Ogress and just, you know, shoot like crazy at everything. So I'll show you my Ogress build real quick. I did promise that, didn't I? Let's see here. Equipped. There is my Ogress build. It's been formatted 4 times. So one thing about the dojo weapons, people, is that you have to forma them. And some of them, even with forma, I don't like. But that is what I call my killer Ogress, where I can run around and if I have a strong enough shielding and stuff, not kill myself. So it's Rhino or Ash or Frost are the 3 that would run around, you know, with these. And Ash is the most susceptible to get his ass kicked by it. So, but for defense, you know, you can't beat the Ogress, and for running around, you can't beat the Dread. Playing around with the Super now. Just got the Super, guys. Really liking this weapon. I was a big fan of the Gargon, just so you know. I know this weapon isn't super accurate. It's only level 6 right now, but I do like the feel of it. It reminds me of the Gargon, so I have no problem with it at all. Let's see. As you can see, I own all of the Warframes except for Excalibur Prime, because I'm not a founder. So alright guys, that's my video for today. Hope you like it. Subscribe and hang out and play Warframe.